Welcome to the Computer Games Technology and Computer Games Enterprise Applicant Experience Day, Sea of Thieves stream. My name is Jahangir. I'm a lecturer at the University of Portsmouth on both courses. I'm joined by my colleague, Matthew Higgins, who's also a lecturer. Yes, let me just get the Zoom screen up so everyone can see us. That might be nice.
How can they not see us? I thought they could see us.
They can, but now it's all bigger. Yeah, so hello, here we all are. I'm Jahangir. There's Matthew Higgins on my right.
Yes.
On my left, but you're right. And then we're joined by student volunteers as well. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves as well? So maybe Alex Skinner first. Yeah, you're muted, Alex.
Well done. Finally, a student can't zoom.
There we go. I was trying to find the Zoom window. It minimised. I can see it all of a sudden. I'm Alex Skinner. I'm a third-year student on the Computer Games Enterprise course. Yeah.
Awesome. So, but we've also got Alex Stevens and Liam Peachy who are looking after the ship in the game. So Matt and I don't sink it. We've got some experienced sailors with us, but they're also students. Alex Stevens is a third year, and Liam is a first year. Did you guys want to introduce yourselves as well?
You want to go first, Liam?
Yeah, not much left to say really. My name's Liam, I'm a first year and I'm doing computer game technology.
Awesome.
Fair enough. I'm Alex Stevens, I'm the other Alex. I do games design, and I've just come back from a placement year and doing my final year. Hopefully moving on to Masters as well.
Oh yeah.
So
Awesome. Good stuff. And yeah, then we're also joined by Ricky James and Emma Winters. I've got a little notification for Amazon. Let me close that.
Why are we on fire?
Are we?
Yes.
What is going on?
Who's cooking?
Oh yeah,
Hey.
I forgot about that.
You and your fish, isn't it?
Sorry, we're also joined by Ricky James and Emma Winters. Ricky is currently on placement year, and Emma is a first year. So they're just helping us moderate the chat and helping with answering questions while we're busy sinking the ship. Yeah. So if you are a applicant, then please say hi in the chat so we know you're here. And at any point, feel free to ask questions while we're doing the talk and sinking the ship. Yeah.
We genuinely are right now.
Yes.
We've set it on fire. We did that on purpose, obviously. Oh, it's spreading. Can someone else also...
how is it when I come back down from the crow's nest, everything's burning and...
It's been cooking again.
Okay. Let me just help you put the fire out. Oh my.
The entire bottom plate
It's
is
still
on
here. Where is it?
That's quite bad, actually.
Somebody take the fish off the fire, it will keep going.
I did that. I've already done
Okay,
that.
that's good.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's... We're adept at this, aren't we? I think we're good.
Alright, cool. So yeah, I think we're good. So haven't sunk the ship yet, so it's going
We've
well.
already had 2 close calls, so we've not even fought anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's talk a little bit about the games courses at the University of Portsmouth then. So the Computer Games Technology course has been around for over 16 years now, I think. And the Computer Games Enterprise course has been around for 1 year less than that, so over 15 years. On the Computer Games Technology course, we've got, across all the years, over 270 students. And on Enterprise, we have less, we have over 40 students. Yeah. So we've got quite a lot of students on the courses, and we've been around for a while, so we know what we're doing. Yeah. So the two courses, Computer Games Technology and Computer Games Enterprise, they're very similar. Yeah. There's not too much of a difference between the two. So Computer Games Technology is all about making games and working in the games industry, developing those skills needed to work in the games industry. And then Computer Games Enterprise is the same stuff, but with some more entrepreneurial units alongside it. So like business and managing companies and, leadership and managing teams, things like that as well. Yeah. So they're both, you do end up learning a lot of the same skills. Yeah. But both of the courses do have a little bit of difference in that regard. So both courses are Tiger accredited. So Tiger is I keep forgetting it's the independent.
It's a trade association,
Yeah.
trade body.
Yeah, it's like the UK trade body for the games industry. And they've accredited our course, which essentially they've recognized our course as one that will actually help you get a job in the games industry. Yeah. So basically it means we know what we're doing and we're doing the right thing.
We were one of the first to be accredited as well. We were kind of at the beginning of that. We were right there at the start.
Yeah. So Tiger accredited, so that's good.
There's a ship in front of us.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where?
There's two. I don't know if they're NPCs.
The brig off the front is not an NPC. The one on the
yeah,
left is an NPC.
Oh yeah, there's a brig up there.
Going.
No, we're fishing.
I don't want to
Fishing by the PvP
Let's-
players.
Let's kill them and fish their stuff.
Was this a PvP place?
Yes, this
Liam.
is the PvP hot ground.
Well, we had a flag at the start that I found in the sea, so I just came to turn it in.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
you can only turn them in here.
Okay.
Okay, that's really, you've not just like intentionally sabotaged the whole.
Well,
whole thing
I would
then.
do that anyway. Absolutely, roll up on people.
I know.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if it was you setting the fires.
So on the last Twitch stream, we did sink some very rude Russians. There was a ship and they were...
Let's face it, we're Russians.
Yeah,
Pirates.
They were shouting at us in Russian, so we sunk them. So, yeah. They
The only
were...
option.
Yeah, it was the only option that had to be done. But, yeah, so maybe we'll get some action like that in this stream again. We'll see. But anyway, continuing with games coursey stuff. Like I said, our course is Tiger accredited, which means we're good, and that means our course will teach you the things needed to work in the games industry. And in the games industry, what is valued is what we call a T-shaped person. Yeah. So let me get this up on my screen so it's a bit more clear. So a T-shaped person will have a breadth of knowledge, yeah, but they will also have a depth of expertise. Yeah. So essentially, a T-shaped person will be a generalist, but at the same time will have some specialist knowledge that they can apply to a given scenario. Yeah. So in the games industry, that's really valued, and that's kind of how our course is designed. Yeah. In the first year, you spend the whole of the first year developing those generalist skills. And it's important that you develop those skills because making games is a team effort. Yeah, you can make a game on your own, but it's going to be difficult. Yeah. Generally, you need someone with a specialist skill in some area and then another person with a specialist skill in another area. For example, a game I worked on, I'm the programmer, and my colleague is the 3D artist. Yeah, he makes all the pretty artwork, and I make all the game work, yeah, if that makes sense. And both of us together are needed to make this game. But we wouldn't be able to make the game effectively if he didn't at least understand some of what I'm doing, and I didn't understand at least some of what he's doing. Yeah, so that's why that generalist skill is important. And then we've got that specialist skill, so we can actually do our main job as well. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense. So that's kind of how our course is designed. So the course is a 3-year degree program with an optional placement year. Every year you will have 120 credits of modules to pick, which probably doesn't mean much to you right now, but essentially think of a module as a subject that you pick. Yeah, it's a subject that you pick and do, and it's what you are learning and assessed on while you're doing the course. So you'll have 120 credits per year, 360 in total. Yeah, and you gain credits by completing the taught modules. Yeah, and completing the assessment. The assessments, there's loads of different types of assessments, which we'll be going over shortly. So, shall we talk about the first year now then? Like I said earlier, the computer games technology course and the computer games enterprise course are very similar, and as a result they share a lot of the same modules. You'll be doing a lot of the same things. There's just a few modules different between the two. Yeah, so what we'll do...
To my left. We've got a ship coming in.
Oh, it's a ghost one, you're right.
Is that a ghost ship? I thought that looked like a player.
There's a very big player ship off the front left coming in, though.
Oh, I'm looking to the right. Left.
Oh, they're coming straight for us as well. I know they're going away from us.
That's okay. Ship.
Sorry, Jay.
Yeah, the little ones.
Yeah, no worries.
I saw another ship. I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
The ones with the glowy bits are always NPCs.
Ah. Well, but we've got glowy bits.
Yeah, but they're different glowy bits.
You have a lot of glowy bits.
The player ones have these big long flags on the top of them.
Ah, okay, that's a better distinction. Okay, yeah.
Not all of them have those, though.
What?
Yeah, only if you put them up. So
basically, if it looks tattered and like it's a skeleton ship, then it's an NPC.
Okay. But so there's no fancy sail option where you can look like an NPC.
There's ones that are similar, but not the same.
Okay, well, if I see a ship, I'm gonna
just shout it.
Panic. I'll just shout it.
Just start screaming and squealing.
Yeah, like I did earlier. I'll do that again.
Yeah.
Shall we ignore the one on our right, or?
He's not going after us yet. Might do. Oh, we have a question in the chat though.
So from Sticky Orb, I'm not quite sure if I applied for the placement year option, but I would like to. I still do the placement year if I didn't apply for that already.
Yeah.
So are you in your? I'm assuming you're in your second year now, Sticky Orb. You should be able to. Yes. I think have a chat with the Creative Careers team, and they should be able to help you with that. Hopefully.
Yeah, I originally I signed up for the 3 years, and then I decided to do a placement. There isn't really much you need to do other than just say you want to be on a placement, and then also tell the people you get your loan money from that you're going on a placement year as well, and then that should all be fine.
Yeah,
you can. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Well, he's not in uni. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not in uni yet, so don't worry about it for now. It's something that you essentially can decide when you're in year 2. Yeah, and you've got plenty of time to decide if that's something you want to do or not. Yeah. So no worries. This seems like a course that I want to join, totally not because I'm a gamer. I mean, on the course we're all gamers here, so yeah. I think we all want to do this course because we are kind of like gamers.
We play games, right?
Yeah. We love games so much that we want to make them, so that's kind of what we all are. Yeah. But yeah, let's continue then. So what are games? I'm not going to answer that. So let's continue then. So in year 1,
I think that's someone being a bum.
Yeah.
They're trying to trigger me.
Yeah. So in year 1 of the course, so like I said earlier, we're split into 2 courses, right? Computer Games Tech and Computer Games Enterprise. CGT and CGE is what we call them for short. So like I said, both courses very similar with slight differences. So in year 1, let's talk about all the modules that you'll do that are shared across the 2. So we're going to talk about the core modules first. Yeah. So the first module we're going to talk about is game genres and design. And Matt, you used to run that module, so do you want to?
I did. It was Chris that actually taught that one.
Yeah.
That's defining games, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's kind of the first kind of opportunity to turn to kind of design. That kind of Adam's running it now, so he's kind of made it a bit more design oriented. So you look a little bit at game design, but it's more about just learning how to look at games more critically. So you kind of discuss, what you do discuss, Snooky Ninja, which is Nathan, isn't it? Yeah. But you do discuss what games are, amongst what genres are, and then kind of like how you can think about them in a design context and an academic context. So yeah, so it's a good one, but it's the more academic-y module of all of them in the first year. You do writing. Ooh.
Nice. Thanks for that. So the next module is the C++ programming module. So that's one that I run. So I probably didn't say this earlier. I'm the programming lecturer, so I teach a lot of the programming modules. So C++ programming, yeah. C++ is the standard industry language for the games industry. So yeah, we just get straight into it. We learn about C++. And I know a lot of you might think, oh, you're not a programmer, so you're an artist or a designer or whatever, and that's fine. Yeah, but remember what I said about developing those generalist skills. So you end up as a T-shaped person. That's kind of why we do C++ programming. So you can communicate in the same language as a programmer here. It doesn't have to be the C++ language, but at least you need to be able to understand some of what they're doing, yeah, to be able to work with them. So yeah, in that module, we teach you from the ground up. Yeah, we assume no prior knowledge of programming, and we'll teach you from the ground up. So don't worry too much about that. In that module, you're going to make some kind of artifact. So an artifact is a thing you make. Yeah. So you just make a little program, a text-based game if you want to. Yeah. So the next module is FOMod, or 3ds Max modeling. So Matt runs that module.
Yeah, he does. That's kind of the opposite end of programming, and we will teach you 3D modeling for the same reason. So even if you're not not an artist, you still get to learn the language of the artist. So then when you're working in a particular engine, you know what you need from your artists, or you can do some little programmer art to kind of, you use placeholders. So we teach you hard surface 3D modeling, 3ds Max, just to get everyone up to speed, because we don't presume any prior knowledge as well. So it's just getting familiar with a 3D package, make a cool model of your choice, and now we make more because we do challenges and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So then, yeah, everyone learns that language, and then those of you that want to go forward with that can then go be very cool, fancy, competent artists, like Liam here, who's doing that module right now. He's very fancy, aren't you, Liam?
Yes, sure.
Very fancy.
Fancy. Awesome. So the next module is image creation. So, are we syncing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are safe under the under the wing of Liam here, and we're totally not sinking, and he's still very fancy. That's not changed. It might do sink.
We are sinking a
Oh,
little.
there's
We're
holes.
sinking a little bit, yeah.
Like I've already filled 2 holes and I'm out of wood.
I found more. I put it in the chest.
Yep, I grabbed it. Okay, I think that's all the holes filled.
Prepare to panic. Boat inbound.
Oh. Ruh-roh. Good lord. Where are we looking? On the right.
Back left of the boat, like about 10 seconds away from us.
Should we prepare to fire cannons, Captain?
Well, there goes the first one. So
They are firing at us, right? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, right. I'm gonna get some bullets as well.
We're going to take a brief intermission from the
own
talk,
some noobs,
so we can wreck these scrubs and teach them a lesson.
and hopefully have enough
gonna
wood
look-
for it, because I'm a
That's
bit
going to look
worried
real
we do
bad when
not.
we lose.
Yeah, I don't know if we got enough resources for this.
I found more cannonballs.
I'll see if I can go over and steal theirs.
I'll load all the cannons.
There's only 2 people, 1 person.
Alright, there's no one on the steering wheel because I've jumped off the boat, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm on their boat.
Oh, you bum. There's 4 of them. Oh no.
4.
Oh god, they are going to fuck me up.
Language, sir.
Sorry. I'm dead.
Rest in peace.
Don't they know we're doing an applicant experience day? It's just
Yeah,
rude.
how dare they?
Are we actually running away right now?
I am steering the ship in some direction. I don't know if we're going to get away from them or not.
They're still chasing us.
they're
We're
trying.
better off just facing
Yeah,
them.
I did drop their anchor, but I think they caught it, so they're still coming.
All right, I'm gonna get some cannonballs. I'm ready. Everyone should get cannonballs. Do it. We're gonna wreck them.
Already got some. I put some chain ones in some of the shooters.
Teach them a lesson. Or we're going to sink.
Yeah, we're gonna teach them a lesson, just
Can
like
you
we
rotate
do.
us so we
Yes,
can face
just
them?
like in image creation.
Yeah. So
Oh, they are
what
coming up on us fast. Bloody hell.
Rotate us so we can use the cannons from the side.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Do it. We're gonna fire.
Okay, I am rotating.
Liam, have you?
Yeah.
You're.
Aboard them.
I love you.
All right, I've dropped their anchor. They should. Oh, they've caught it. I'll stop that. There we go. That's better.
We're on a collision course, Captain.
Killed 1, killed 2, killed 3. They're all dead.
Oh wow, nice.
You legend.
Light them up.
I want to be you when I grow up. Turn more to the right.
But you're only a year younger than me, Matt.
Max, I'm turning to the max.
Yeah, exactly. In a year's time, I want to be able to do that. Oh man, we need to turn a bit tighter. We could slow down the.
Yeah, I think slow down the things.
And I'll lower the sails a bit.
Well, they are burning.
Yeah,
They're lit up already.
I've set them on fire.
Nice.
They're half sunk. Just see if they come back. Oh, they're back. All of them at the same time. Oh, they've killed me.
Damn.
If we get back in there quick, though, we can sink them.
We've got a lot of water, but they should be able to patch it.
Yeah, so let's get in there quick.
Oh, slightly to the left. Don't have an angle.
Oops, I've turned it too far. Here we go.
Oh,
Should be able to get up.
They're patching it up.
Oh, we've got to stop them.
Okay, yeah,
Their
we're-
anchor should still be down, so as long as we can get alongside.
No, they're
them,
back
I'll
up.
go.
They're back up.
Oh, they're moving.
Okay, they
I'll go check
landed
on the-
one hit on us.
We are
Seem to
doing
be-
fine. We're doing fine.
Why do you keep on typing taste steel?
Oh no, I think I've got a shortcut. And every time I press
Yeah,
E, I
yeah,
think
there are
maybe
shortcuts for
E is the
words.
use button. And here it's F, so I keep pressing E.
Taste
I like
steel.
it. Everything is
So every time I
okay.
try and use something, I shout "Taste steel" at it. Taste steel cannons.
I'm going for some long range shots. Okay, I missed. No.
That was about halfway there.
Often, by the way, we stream when we can, but it's not as often as we'd like. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We used to do a bit more often. More on J's though, I think. Oh, incoming.
They've seen me. Won't bother.
Are you trying it again? Are you?
Yeah, I had the angle, but they saw me coming. So.
Uh-oh. They've got angle on us.
Oh no. Hang on, I'm gonna get on the mast. On the.
Oh, we've lost one.
Damn. Okay.
Okay, we're trading.
We are not doing great.
Okay, I've patched up the hole.
Putting the masts back up.
This is our streams don't normally go this badly.
Yeah.
Normally we just sink immediately. Use the ropes to pull up the mast. Well, this rope. Yeah, okay.
Out of cannons. Are we running out of cannonballs? Are they legging it?
We do not have any more proper cannonballs.
I say we leg it then.
Yep.
Yeah, we know when to retreat.
Yeah.
We're not
It's a tactical retreat.
Pick your battles.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're legging it, that means we've got them cornered, right?
I also can't see anything
we
on
can't
the way
fight
with
them.
that middle sail down.
Yeah, well, good luck then.
Is
Turn a bit
this
to the
middle
right,
side?
you'll be fine.
Oh,
This
that's
is
the
like
front
sailing
side.
in bloody Valheim now, isn't it? Right, yeah, a bit to the right, you're fine. Yeah, you're good, you cleared it.
They're
Okay,
coming back.
is that
now.
good?
Yeah, that's better.
That's not good at all. Full sails? Or are we trying to go back in? Is that our plan?
You wanna?
I thought we were legging it.
You wanna? I don't think they're gonna leave us alone.
Yeah,
to
they're
be
not
honest.
going to let
Yeah.
you leg it.
Okay,
Um,
yeah. We've got to teach them a lesson then.
How did you set them on fire when you got over there?
They had fireballs in their chests and stuff.
Ah, clever.
Okay. So on one, okay. No, we're just talking about the games course today, unfortunately. We don't know much about the VR course. We do VR stuff on the games course as well.
You're doing loads of it. And we do teach some of the VR students in the first year.
Yeah.
They are very good. One of them eats lemons. He's weird.
Yeah, he does.
Weird.
Can confirm.
They're really good at getting our masks down, aren't they?
They've just
Is that
been
what we should be
targeting
doing?
the most. Oh, there's a
No.
weird shark thing.
Hopefully it aggroes their boat. That would be useful.
It is aggroed on them, I think.
Good. Could put a few holes in them for us.
Do many people who join the course but previous experience in education in games development? Yeah. So we presume no prior knowledge. So if you don't have any experience, that's fine. But we do get people that have done it in college, and in the past we have had people that have had like a couple of years in QA. As far as I'm aware, I think we've had a few people like that. So your experience can vary, but the whole course is designed to kind of work with you anyway. So we'll build you up from wherever you are to where you want to be. So yeah, don't worry about your experiences.
Yeah. Okay, does that mean you're meant to be in a different stream? The website linked to me here. Oh yeah, so I think they messaged me about that. So essentially, the VR course doesn't have a stream, so I think they just invited you here to ask any VR-related questions. Unfortunately, we don't know much about the VR course, but like VR itself, as a game development tool, we do know about it. So if you've got questions about that, we'll be happy to answer. Yeah. Oh my.
They are sinking.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to try and repair it, but I need someone with buckets. Unless someone's already down there repairing.
I am repairing.
Alright, then I've got the bucket.
Oh, I am out of wood. Oh, we have got 5 wood left. That is it.
Oh, I wonder who Kian128 is.
This
Is
the
that
Sea
you,
of
Wizard
Thieves
Man? He's the next Harry Potter, by the way.
module. Yeah.
I think I've told him that already.
I think we need to do a tactical retreat. And if that is not possible,
Saying that.
we should submit to our new overlords.
I'm not doing that. I'm going down with the ship if I have to. CT6 Sea of Thieves.
I like that. How do you talk with them?
Oh, so there's a tool which is like a loudspeaker thing, like a little. So this,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the button to do push to talk there.
Can I just hold it like this?
There's usually a
Are
button.
we fully out
No.
of cannonballs?
Yeah, I think we're buggered.
Okay.
I say just give them a run around.
I'm just going to go
man.
and take their cannonballs.
Okay.
Oh, damn, okay. There's
Well, I
you and me
don't
on the
think
ship, Jay. As long as we keep it running, then everything's fine.
Alright then.
Oh, no!
What?
Just hang on. I think I ate one of them. Are you both okay, or did that get you?
I'm fine.
Leo?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, you've got a megalodon in the water with you.
That's fine.
We'll try not to crash the ship.
Yeah.
So you do what you're
We
doing.
just overshot them.
So the placement year, what sort of industry connections are available? And other companies UK-based was travelling abroad an option. Travelling abroad is an option. I know that's more difficult now with many recent events, in fact. It's been a great couple of years, isn't it? But it is still doable. We still have people that do that. And you can go wherever, anywhere offers internships, to be honest. But we do have connections with a few companies, which we talk about in a bit. But we get a lot of people that are kind of rare. We've got people at Codemasters, Creative Assembly, Climax just down the road, Stainless across the little bit of sea over there. What else?
Oh crap! I fell off the boat.
Well, it's just me on the boat then. I'll keep it going. So yeah, we have connections with a fair few places, mainly because our alumni end up, our graduates end up working in loads of places. So we just talk to them because they like us. So I've been talking to a friend of ours at Cloud Imperium. They're a senior QA now in the space of a year. Was it a space of 6 months or a year, Jay? They're already senior QA. George.
Yeah. I think 6 months or something.
Fair dues.
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Really
Is it still just me on the ship?
no, I'm back.
Oh no!
Oh my, they're right there. Okay. Oh, I have no cannonballs.
Yeah, we've
Can't
got
even
no
shoot back at
cannonballs.
them.
I'm gonna ram them.
All right, yeah.
Come at us, bro.
Ramming speed.
Oh no, we can't because one of our sails are down.
Oh.
What?
Not ramming speed.
This is going terribly.
They're very rude.
Sorry, it's been nighttime for the entire game as well, which is not helpful.
Yeah.
What was that? I think there's someone here.
Is it?
Well, yeah, there's fires.
We're turning into the rocks.
Oh yeah, we are.
There's someone set fire somewhere.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
It's okay. We're avoiding the rocks. Okay, we have no wood. We have no cannonballs.
We'll
You
get
don't
back
even
to the
have the
course-
wood to repair
we'll
this
go to
middle
course
mast.
very soon.
Yeah, as soon as we've been sunk, we'll get back to the course.
Just ram them. Let's just go on, ram them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stab them in their faces.
I think we gotta board them and then go out
Let's
in a
do it.
blazing glory.
Blaze of glory. Blaze of glory.
Okay, ramming speed.
It's a good thing I can't find the push to talk button because otherwise I'd be swearing. Hello, buttheads.
Oh, I overshot it. Oh man.
I pulled their anchor anyway. They're getting it
no,
back
it's okay.
off, but
Okay.
you should be able to get on there.
I'm dead. Next time, can we get enough cannonballs before we leave? And not leave me behind?
Oh, I died.
Yeah. Yeah, good one, Ricky. Yeah, we've also got creative careers that can sort you out with interns as well, internships. Oh, good to meet you, Flows, like Pixels. Cool name as well.
Okay, I'm gonna stay in this Ferry of the Damned bit for a little bit and talk about the course where it's safe.
Yeah, let's wait for the ship to sink, shall we?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to the talk now. After that brief, what's the word?
Intermission.
Intermission, yes. So we were talking about the first year. We got up to you just talked about 3ds Max modeling, right? So we want to talk about
image creation.
Image creation, yes. So image creation is all about developing drawing skills and Photoshop Premiere skills. This guy's giving me some wood. Thanks, mate. So
are these the guys we're fighting?
I think so.
Alex, pull their anchor for me so I can get back on.
Yeah.
So, yes, image creation
Drop
is all about
fruit
developing
bag.
some 2D drawing
Drop
skills.
the fruit. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys still fighting?
Yeah.
Well, because
My boat has
some of
some
them appeared here, I kind of thought,
He got me.
maybe we could go and help them out a little. But I'm going to
You
go.
can get
Okay.
on and kill him. You
Okay.
might be able to revive me.
Whoa, what's going on with our? What's up with our ship? Oh
Have we sunk?
no, it is sinking. I was wondering why I was moving so slowly. What's happening? Oh my god! Ow! I went down with the ship, literally. Oh wow. Okay.
I'm stuck in a loading screen.
That's because the ship is now gone. I literally spawned as it sank.
Okay. So that must mean the game's confused and doesn't know where to put me.
I think so.
Okay.
I can see their ship
You're
in
in
the
limbo
distance.
now.
So
I can see you behind the door. You are literally in limbo.
Okay, I am stuck in limbo in Sea of Thieves. That's fine. So I can talk about all about image creation then. So
Yeah.
finally get back to image creation. So we're talking about the first year modules, right? So image creation is all about developing those 2D drawing skills in the first semester. And then you'll also work with Photoshop and Premiere in the second semester. So Photoshop is an image manipulation software, and Premiere is a video editing software. And the reason you learn about these softwares is because they're used a lot in games, for various purposes. So it's good to learn about them, and
I'm on that ship.
some understanding of
They
how
fired
they're
me off.
working. So that's image creation. Is anything else I missed about that, Matt? Are you a little bit busy at the moment?
I'm a tad busy.
Okay.
They've jumped in the water with me and they're trying to chase me down, and I'm dead. They killed me.
Okay.
I climbed to the top and they were all there with their guns. They all fired at
How
once.
did you not die immediately?
I don't know. Like, they just flung me off. So then I was in the sea and they all just jumped in after me. That was eventful. Oh man! Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's image creation, and then T demo. So technical game demonstration. I think I always forget the full name of it.
Technical demo. No, hang on. Yeah, demo means demonstration. Correct.
Yeah. So that module is probably the best module of the first year, where essentially you make games. Yeah, you're like put into
Technical game development.
Technical game development. Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, they've just been clever with the way they've done the shortcode.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that module is all about making games. Like right from the get-go, the first few weeks, you make games. Yeah, you are asked to make a game right from the start. Can someone take my attendance? We're not taking attendance here. So
Write your name down if you want.
yeah.
I've got notes.
Yeah. But yeah, so technical game demonstration, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Emma and Liam are currently doing it, so I don't know if they want to say a few words about how that's going.
Which one's this? T-Demo?
T-Demo, yeah.
Yeah, T-Demo is going all right. So we're currently at the sort of the end project of our T-Demo, where you get to pick your own groups and make a game based on certain categories. I know a lot of people are doing dungeon crawler with one resource for their category. My team is currently doing an external project, which I think is a bit abnormal, but yeah, we're doing an external client project as opposed to one of the other options. And then, yeah, for the rest of the year, you just sort of get put into teams to make games. And the first week of it, you are forced to make a game on your own, which is interesting, especially if you've never done it.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's good fun.
Yep. So, yeah, I think one of the questions was whether you're working alone or in a team. So both, yeah. You will be working alone at the start, but then you get put into teams.
Yeah. As Frog and Wilk has pointed out, you thrown in the deep end. But it's kind of the point. It's a safe environment in which to throw you in the deep end. The process isn't about making good games. It's about, I mean, genuinely, it's about making rubbish games and going through those first iterations of kind of becoming a better developer. Like the only way to kind of get better at making games right is just making games. So it's about just like going through that process and accepting that kind of failure and making rubbish games is part of the process. So you make a lot of like very basic games, like was it platformers, and is it space shooter, Liam, at the moment?
So the first week you make a 1-button game of your choice. The second week was incremental clicker game. Then it was platformer. Then it was like a Star Fox sort of SNES style shooter, and then it's the big project one.
You get a lot of opportunity to make lots of different things, but it's just it's about the process. It's about like in the industry often they call it like fail fast, right? Yeah. It's very iterative. It's all about kind of giving it a go and then see how that went and then build on top of that. So T-Demo is that kind of your first taste of that, which is fantastic, but intense. In a good way.
It's a little bit of a trial by fire, but it's like Matt was saying, it's in a good way.
Yeah, it's there's not meant to be like a massive amount of pressure involved in to make anything like the next Valheim. It's about going through that reforging process in the first place, building yourself up. And frog milk. I'm going to call him Frog Milk. I think that's the point of the name. I don't know. Frog Milk, as you've pointed out, like the whole point is the teamwork aspect as well is massively transferable. We have, I think, a team project in all years at this point now. Didn't used to be the case, but now I think there's a big group project in all the years.
Awesome. So those are all the core modules that you'll do in the first year. So remember earlier I said that there's technically 2 courses, CGT and CGE. So now we'll talk about the different module that you'll do. So computer games technology, remember, is all about getting a job in the games industry. Developing those skills. And to get a job in the games industry, you need what's known as a portfolio, which is essentially like a website with all your work on it. In a nutshell. So computer games technology, what you'll do is you'll do a module called ePortfolio, which is all about making a portfolio, and making a CV and that kind of thing. So the more, what's the word? It's the more formal side of getting a job, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
And then computer games enterprise students, they will do a module on business skills. So it's called, we love this name, it's Mind Your Own Business is what the module is called. So it's a great name. And essentially it's all about, being a leader, developing entrepreneurial skills, and learning how to set a company. What is the difference between gross profit and net profit? And I always forget, but that's important. That sort of stuff. But is there anything I missed about that, Matt, or is it?
I think you got the gist of it. Yeah. It's key entrepreneurial skills.
So in the first year, you have potentially made 2 games, but really is probably much more than that. So on the programming module, you will have made a game. On T-Demo, you will have made, I don't know how many games. Loads of games. So you will have made loads of games already in your first year. So that stuff can go straight onto your portfolio, which will also show you how to make. So that's the first year. So the first year was all about that breadth of knowledge. Remember the T-shaped person? So now let's move on to the second year. So this second year, so second year is a bit more interesting and involved. Remember we talked about the T-shaped person, you develop that breadth of knowledge, which, now you've done in the first year. Now it's time to develop those specialist skills. So what you'll do is you'll pick a pathway. You have to make a choice, right? So you can either do the programming pathway, where you do lots of code and stuff like that. You do the art pathway, where you make pretty little pictures and pretty 3D models and stuff. And then you do the design pathway, but the design pathway isn't on its own. You do either design with code, so you pick a few coding modules with it alongside it, or you do design with art, where you pick a art module alongside with it as well. So let's talk about the programming pathway first. So the first module is the API module, or PAPI, as we call it. So
reluctantly.
Do you want to take it away, PAPI?
Oh man, don't do that. So that's kind of like, really that's like the tip of the T. That's where you really get to specialize. It used to be graphics programming specific, and now it's just really broad. You pick based on what you're interested in or what you think you want to do as a career, and you kind of pick an API and a project that you think you would need on your portfolio to help towards particular jobs, particular internships. This is what I'm trying to tie it into more these days. We try and apply to internships in the module. So yeah, you specialize in a particular API. We pick a project, and you kind of like have to kind of figure out how to engage with that. A lot of it is more about like learning to learn in the first place as well. Like when you're in the industry, and that's a when. If let's say new dev kits are coming in, right, or we've got ray tracing coming in, we've got like loads of new kit all the time, and new tech. You need to be able to be adaptable and flexible to be able to engage with those things without having someone have a lovely series of videos for you. So it's about building up those kind of softer skills as well that kind of form the fundamental of everything we do. So yeah, it's the tippy tip of the T. It's like your specialism, that's your jam, and it's you becoming more confident as that kind of developer as well. It's a cool module. Best one, better than all the other programming modules. Jay, tell us about your programming modules.
Yeah. So we'll talk about the well, let's talk about the console programming one first. So Neil runs that, right? I think he does.
Gameplay.
Yeah. No, consoles.
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah, in the second year. Yeah. So console programming is all about developing skills needed to develop on a console. Yeah. Yeah, that's Neol. I don't know why that spelling makes me laugh. But someone in the chat said Neol. But yeah, so Neil runs that module. This module, console programming, is all about developing skills needed to develop on a console. Right, so what we have on site is PlayStation 4 development kits. Unfortunately, because of COVID, we've not been able to do that this year. So what the students are doing this year is developing on Game Boy Advance instead, using an emulator.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yes.
So yeah, and
That'd
even though it's not a contemporary console, you still learn a lot of skills needed to develop for consoles. Because when you develop for consoles, it's a bit different to developing on a computer, because it's hard to explain in this session. Once you've got to your second year, it's easier to explain. But developing on consoles is difficult. Yeah, that's why we have a whole module on it.
Limitations in hardware, like specific different ways they structure everything, and the ways you have to specifically kind of program to work with that. It's a whole different ballgame sometimes. But
yeah, that's the program consoles module. And once COVID has blown over and we've all gotten stabbed with our vaccines, we'll get back to PlayStation 4 development and PS5 dev kits.
Yeah,
we have those. Yeah,
they've ordered them, I believe. Oh no, we're still waiting on Sony to allow them for educational use. But we're PlayStation First program we're a part of.
Yeah,
one of the first and one of the few unis that have a relationship with Sony. So we get dev kits. So they've I think they're still yet to send them out to all developers yet, because if anyone's aware, there's a massive shortage of all things everywhere computer related.
Yeah.
So we're still waiting on that, but we will get PS5 dev kits at some point.
Yep, and you're working on getting Switch dev kits as well, aren't you, mate?
We have them.
Oh, we have them already. Yeah,
I've got one. I'd get the box if you want. I've got a dev kit under that desk over there. So we have them already, and we're getting more for student use. So like, hopefully by October-ish, I think is what they're planning. Then we'll have Switch dev kits for you guys to use. That's exciting.
Awesome. I think on the stream I've lost everyone's faces. Don't know why. Let me just check OBS quickly. I don't know what happened.
How will they know how handsome you are, Jay?
Oh well, doesn't matter. Our faces aren't important. It will just distract you. Because
of how handsome you are.
Yeah. So,
you are. I mean, Alex is there as well. He's got his cat ears.
Yeah.
He can't handle the cat ears.
So that's program consoles. You'll develop for lots of contemporary consoles. Yeah. So let's talk about the best module now. Mathematical elements for games and animation. Yeah. So maths for games, pretty much. So this is a module I run. That's why it's the best. Yeah, and it's all about teaching you. A lot of you probably won't like to hear this, but this is the honest truth. Yeah, games are 99% maths. Yeah.
There's a ship over there.
1% love.
A player ship.
Yeah.
Is it the same one?
It's on our right. No, this is a full-size ship like ours.
Oh, the last one wasn't it?
Oh, it looks like they're slightly turning towards us.
That's got glowy stuff on it.
Yeah. No, it looks like it's got people on the front.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Oh
Those
dear.
harpoons. Those are harpoons. Yeah, that's a player ship, and they're turning towards us.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. And they've got seagulls floating above them.
That's a.
And I say we just go. I
Yeah.
say we leave them.
Yeah.
We've embarrassed ourselves enough.
Yeah, we've been owned enough today. How many students are on the course and in the university?
Can we raise the anchor then?
Yes.
Just realised, I was like, why are we moving? Just put it together.
So on the course we have, across all the years, about 300 students, I think. In the uni as a whole, I don't know, it's like 10,000 or something, isn't it?
I mean,
Do you have any
we've
idea?
got 300 in our course.
Yeah.
And there are bigger courses for things like
Yeah.
all the typical classical boring stuff, you know, like physics and English and all that nonsense.
Yeah.
So I'd say there's thousands.
Yeah. I think Pete's in the chat.
Pete's here.
Who the Howl? He's a lecturer at the uni.
Hello.
He's thankfully answered our question.
This is totally PhD related, Pete.
Yeah.
This is research.
He's just here quietly judging us.
This is my job, Pete.
So I was talking about the maths module, right? So, games are 99% maths, and as Matt was saying, 1% love. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't worry if you're not amazing at maths. Yeah, you won't be at a big disadvantage. I kind of teach you from the ground up. Hopefully, you will have at least a GCSE level in maths. Yeah. And that will be sufficient for this module. Yeah, and the way we teach the maths in this module, it's not like we're not going to just spend ages looking at formulas and algorithms and stuff. We'll look at like actual game scenarios and see how the maths applies to the games. Yeah. Hopefully you will be able to figure out how it's being applied. It's not so much about learning how the algorithm and the math is working. It's more about knowing how and when to apply it. Yeah, that's the important thing that we teach you in that module. And then the final programming module is the gameplay programming module. So this is another one of Neil's modules. So essentially, it's all about teaching you how to program good systems for games. Yeah. So teaching you how to be a games programmer. Really.
Common mechanics and
Yeah.
common kind of like patterns in programming as well.
Yeah.
And he covers like I've seen a lot of people doing. Is it called Juice? Does anyone here that did that module? It's Juice, I think it's called, which is all about like the game feel and making things kind of feel like there's an interaction there, and it feels like you're kind of having an impact. It's really cool stuff in that one.
Yeah. So I think another word we've used to describe it is where the design kind of meets code.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all the programming modules. So now onto the art modules, and I don't know much about art, so I'm hoping Matt can fill in some of the
help you with
bits
some of
where-
it, yeah.
Yeah, so first module I think is visual research, which is DAVRAC, which is all about researching art. What else?
So like when you make things, even if it's something entirely fictional, you're going to do some form of research to inform how you go about creating that, to create a coherent art style, or to make it realistic if you're doing something realistic. So for Sea of Thieves, for example, they would have looked into kind of like what pirate ships would have actually been like, what kind of would be the structure of the ships be, where would things be in the ship, and how would they look, you know? So it's about undertaking some of that research yourself, going out and finding reference material, either online or in reality. I think they go places sometimes. And you know, if you're going to make a ship, then especially in Portsmouth, we've got like the what's it called, the Navy Quarter, whatever it's called. We've got like the Victory. You can go and visit that. And there's the Mary Rose Museum, so you can go and physically find the things you're modelling to get an idea of how this should kind of look. So it's about doing that kind of research to make really pretty art. That's the main thing Ted kind of emphasises in that one. It was like 50% using the skills that you've used so far, 50% making pretty art, and then like 10% left. I don't know. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff about informing how you're making your art.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for that, Matt. So the next module is one of the bigger art modules, CT5 Casper. So this one's all about making a real-time 3D environment and also making a character for that environment as well. So it's, you know, essentially developing the core 3D modeling skills that you'll need to be a 3D modeler in the industry. Yeah.
You go through the whole pipeline there.
Yeah. So yeah, it is quite a big module, that one, and you'll do a lot in that module. A lot of 3D modeling, making lots of pretty things, and yeah.
I love that simplification of it. Yeah, you make pretty things.
Yeah. Yep.
You go like that's Casper. Yeah, that is Casper, right?
Yeah.
No, you go through the whole pipeline. It's from like modeling to unwrapping to texturing to animating. I think you get to do motion capture in that one as well. Or at least you used to before there was a global catastrophe. But I'm pretty sure you get to do mocap as well. And then you bring it into an engine of your choice. I think usually Unreal, from what I can tell. I think it's open. So it's a fantastic module. Really, like I want to have a go at that module at some point. I think I think he seemed up
Matt
for it.
and I are enrolled for the module next year, so we'll see the
we'll see the
first years in class. But yeah,
There's a chest in the ocean. What's this? Marauder's chest. Oh no, the ship's gone without me. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm
well, we're
getting
getting shot at. What? Those skeletons, I think. But yeah, that's CT5 Casper, so the 3D modeling module. And then there's also the character animation module. And what do they do in that one, Matt?
Well, that's like I've looked into that because we did the thing. You know, the thing I had to write stuff for. I thought I wrote it. Have you made that yet?
No, I've not had the time, unfortunately.
So that is mainly focused on the animation side of things and making kind of artful animation. The guy that teaches it has done games. He's been in the industry, but he's on the animation, the computer animation and the animation, like the 2D animation courses. So it's all about kind of using the principles of animation to create something that looks not just realistic, but follows a particular style. Mainly making short films, I think, or short animations with a message or a meaning or a narrative, which sounds like my kind of dream. I like that. Sounds fantastic. It's mainly focused on doing some modeling and animating it and making it look very, very, very pretty, as Jay would say.
Yeah, beautiful, awesome. So yeah, that's the art pathway for year 2. So finally, we're on the design pathway. So remember, the design pathway. There's just 2 modules on the design pathway, and you'll have to pick code alongside with it. So you'll do some code modules as well, or you'll do one of the art modules either as well.
I think you did Casper. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's right. So the first one is design games, which is Matt's baby. So
technically, it's Picty first. This year we switched it around, but it's usually prototyping. So we'll do that first.
Okay, yeah.
That is, I think we should work our way from the worst module to the best one. The worst one is prototyping. The guy that runs it, he's quite ugly and awful. And I hate him with all my heart. And I'm not saying that just because he's in the chat. There he is. No, it's a really good module. It's about, so before you go and spend money or more money on, getting into engine, creating assets and making something digital, what you generally will do is, or can do, and should do in a lot of cases, is a physical prototype. Just to make sure that before you start spending money on making the game, that you know that it has the potential to be fun. Physical prototyping I think it's prototyping and iterating game designs, I think is the name of the module. You make, I think, this year 1, usually 2 physical prototypes of either a physical board game. It could be you're making a board game or a card game, or it can be a physical prototype of a digital game. Whilst kind of looking at a lot of kind of design theory and kind of going through kind of different perspectives in design and approaches, kind of understanding how to go about and think about designing games, whilst also doing it in kind of physical prototypes. It's a very good module. If I've missed anything, Pete, you're more than welcome to put it into the chat if you want. But that's so. Who the Howl in chat? That's Pete Howl, who runs that module. He's quite good. He's all right.
Yeah.
He means well, you know.
Yeah.
And then that leads into design games, which is usually after. This year we had to turn it around because we were hoping we could still do like proper physical prototypes after Christmas, and we were so wrong. That was the third lockdown. Good. It's a good summary. There we go. After that, you will do in the second teacher block design games, and it's kind of the same idea. We'll go through a whole bunch of kind of game design theories and perspectives, mainly with the goal to kind of understanding that there's not one way to design a game, and it's about collating your own perspective and informing yourself and justifying why you design games in the way you choose to. And you make a digital prototype of a game of your choice. It's a good one. That's the best module in the whole course, so I'm told by me.
Yeah. Source you.
Source meet Higgins 2021.
Yeah. Yep.
Best module.
Yeah, so those are the two design modules. So alongside those, like I said, you will do either the code or art with it. So if you pick design with code, you will do the maths module because games are 99% maths and it's going to be relevant. And then you also do the gameplay programming module. Yeah. If you do art alongside with it, you will do the big art module, the one where CT5 Casper, the environment and character modeling one. Yeah. So yeah, those are the core modules that both of the courses will do. So CGT and CGE will do those modules depending on the pathway you pick. But then the computer games technology students will do a module called PICAR, which is
Oh, I'm so dead.
What? Yeah, he's dead.
Oh yeah, he did.
I like how I caught that on the stream as well.
Nearly caught
Sort
my
of
fish as
explosion.
well.
Yeah. But so CGT students will do PICAR, preparation for dissertation and career. So that's all about just, preparing you for your dissertation that you will do in the third year. We'll talk about that a bit more when we get to the third year modules, but yeah, it's literally just preparing you for that. Yeah. And then CGE will do Enterprise Innovation Opportunity, I think. EIO?
EIO.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of just building on what you did in the first year, mind your own business. Yeah. So developing those skills further. Yeah. And also, I completely forgot about this one, actually. You'll also do another module. Everyone does this module. It's a core module for all of you, regardless of course and pathway. It's the student enterprise module, where essentially you will make something and sell it. Yeah. So you develop those entrepreneurial skills and your ability to sell something. So what a lot of students do is they make a game and sell it, but you can really make and sell anything. Yeah. Like, I think last year, we bought like a coffee cup or something. I can't remember from.
Oh, the
students.
bamboo cups.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the ones that then wasn't that Alex as well? Was that you, Alex, that sold the bamboo cups?
Which Alex? Me?
No, Skinner. I thought it was Alex Skinner.
Bamboo cups?
Yeah, who sold it? Someone sold me bamboo cups, and they're in their final year now.
Sold you?
What was it? Yeah, we bought bamboo cups, and we all bought them.
I can't remember which team it was, but then it's not me or the other Alex. It was one of the other good teams.
How did they make cups out of bamboo?
You can get them quite cheap. I think it was Russ probably.
It was Russell.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
it. It was Russell. Yeah.
Yeah.
We bought bamboo cups, and then the cleaners mistook them for not bamboo.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was so annoyed because it was like a tenner, wasn't it? Because we got sweets and stuff.
Like we bought some cups and then the cleaners in the office threw them away.
I was threw them away. Or they thought, those are lovely cups.
Yeah.
I was well annoyed.
But yeah, so I think the point of that module is to make, market, and sell something. Yeah, which can be a game, but it might not be a game. Yeah, it could be something else if you wanted to.
Building up entrepreneurial skills.
Yeah.
Which kind of reaches into anything and everything, knowing how to, sell things. I'm not going to do the same wording I did last time, but knowing how to market yourself, for example.
Yeah.
At interviews and things. So generally, it's a handy module for just getting the confidence to do that. It's a good one.
Liam's just fishing.
Yeah, we've got a mission to fish off this beach, but I keep getting killed by skeletons while trying to do it.
Right, do you want us to defend you?
Well, I'm an expert
really?
at this, so
can't see
I
any
will.
skeletons around here.
I'll take over. Don't worry.
If I catch this fish, then we've done it.
We'll just defend him from the skeletons.
You got a guard dog.
Oh, I got it. Hey.
Whee!
Didn't explode this time. Oh god, there's a shark. Oh, there's the explosion barrel. Right on cue.
Hey, there we go.
Explosion guy. I'd run if I were you.
Roro.
I saw that happen.
I'm almost dead, but it's fine.
What happened?
Explosion guy behind me and almost killed me. So that is the whole of year 2 on both courses. So potentially 3 games made in that year. Yeah. So after you've done the second year, remember earlier we talked about the fact that you can do an optional placement year, right? So what you can do is you've got a few options. Yeah, for the placement year, you can work in industry, so you can go work at a already existing company like Rare Game Studio or Creative Assembly, wherever you can find. Yeah, you can start your own game studio with other students, which you know a lot of students have done. I myself, when I was a student, did that, and so did Matt. Or you can study abroad at another university for a year. Yeah, so you've got a few options there about what you want to do. So let's see. So the sort of places that you can go to, it doesn't have to be just game studios. Yeah, so we've got Ruh-roh.
Big trolls.
Yeah. So let's see, where was I? It doesn't just have to be game studios, right? We've got students that have gone to places like IBM, the Royal Navy, Sky, ITV. Yeah. So wherever you can find a placement that's relevant. Yeah. I think this year we've had a student that was working at Amazon. Yeah. As part of one of the programming teams that doing something. So you know, anywhere that would be relevant for you, you can go there and do an internship. Obviously, game studios would be better because you know games are cool and they're the best medium. So obviously, games would be better, but you've got the option to do what you want. Yeah. Yeah. So let's. Oh yeah, and then obviously there's. Like I said earlier, you can start your own games company, and we've had some students do that successfully, and other students not so successfully. So the not so successful one was me, myself. So when I did it years ago, it wasn't so successful, but you know, it's a learning experience, right?
Yeah, that's the point, is it's not really about... It is about the company, but really isn't about the company. It's about getting some actual experience trying to do that yourself independently. With the team. It's very challenging though, really challenging.
Yes, it was so hard, but we learned a lot. I think that's the key
I wouldn't
point.
be here if I did that, definitely.
Yep. I agree
Didn't
completely.
do that. I wouldn't be here if I didn't do that. That makes more sense.
Yeah. So can you do a mix of things? So what do you mean by mix of things exactly, Sticky Orb? But yeah, if you can elaborate on that. So, so when it comes to doing the placement year, we have a dedicated team called the Creative Careers team that can help you with all of that. Yeah. So we basically have people whose job it is to help you get a job. Yeah. So you can go there and they can help you sort out how to get a placement, how to start your own company, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So if you do want to do a placement year at the uni. So remember, someone was asking about that earlier, right? And say you're in your second year at the uni, you want to look at how you do that, then, you know, talk with the Creative Careers team and they will help you out. Okay, so can you do a mix of things like a placement and self-employed and study? What the?
You just blew up the ship.
I don't know.
Someone shot me when I was holding a barrel.
Liam.
Why you do
It wasn't me.
So can you do like a placement and self-employed and study abroad? I don't know. I don't think. Do we? Can we do that, Matt? I don't think we can. You have to.
And self-employed and study abroad.
No, I don't think you can do all of those.
So you can do a placement abroad.
Yeah.
Doing a mix, I think, is unheard of. If there's something you really want to do and there's a good reason to do it, then there's no reason we can't look at how that could be done. Like there's been interesting kind of variances in how people go about those years in the past. So I can see, oh wow, everything's on fire. So yeah, I think I don't see a reason why I'd want to do something like that necessarily, unless you can make a good case for it. Then we'll absolutely try and pull something like that together. You'd have to find it. That'd be the difficulty.
But yeah, it's something that you can work with us and the Creative Careers team, and we can, you know, explore the possibilities with that. But yeah, so that's the placement year. So remember, the placement year is optional. So after the placement year, you can go to the third year, or straight after the second year, you can move on to your final year. Yeah, and well, we're burning a lot.
Because Liam's been setting things on fire again, isn't he? I think we're good.
Yep. But yeah, I think as Sarah is saying, I think the main reason I think it would be difficult, because essentially you're saying you want to do like 80-hour work weeks if you're studying and working placements at the same time, so it could be quite difficult. But you know, there might be some possibilities to explore that. Yeah, so we'll see. So let's move on to the final year of the uni, of the games course now. So let's talk about the things that. Let's talk about the main thing. Then. So this is something that everyone will do. It's CT6 Fight is what we call it. It's your dissertation project. So this is where, okay, you spend the first year developing those generalist skills, second year developing some specialist skills. Now the dissertation project is all about you and what you want to do. Yeah. So dissertation, essentially you make and do what you want. Yeah. Within reason, of course. So it's not a module where you're taught. You will have a supervisor, so a lecturer to guide you, but essentially it's what you want to do and what you want to get out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything more to add on that, Matt?
No, that's like the tip of the T, right? That's where that's your jam. That's you get to pick the very specific thing within your already specific thing that you want to be good at. So you get people that want to do narrative design, and they want to do very specific like UI design or UI programming. It's like, yeah, your thing. And like employers will ask, so we're told. I know Gavin always says this, and I think I've encountered it once. They will ask what you did, what's your specialism, what did you do your final year project on? Because that's, you know, where you get to engage with your own project entirely for like a whole year. Yeah. It's the tippy tip of the T again.
Yep. So yeah, and also do keep in mind it is a Bachelor of Science, so you can't just do something for no reason. It has to have some overarching purpose as well. But you'll have your supervisor to guide you on that, so don't worry too much about that for now. So there's a question: will lectures go more in depth for people with more experience? I'm a 2D artist. I mean, for most modules, we expect a vast range of people, some with experience and some without. And those with experience, we can give them some of the more advanced content to work on. Yeah, just so they can feel challenged. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we can encourage you towards more challenging projects as well. And
yeah,
it's all based on where you're at.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the dissertation project. So in the final year, we still have the pathways. So programmers will do the best module, Game AI. Yeah. So this module is all about developing an interesting artifact piece. So remember, you're in your final year now. Hopefully, you'll be starting to look for a job once you've graduated the year after. So the Game AI module is all about developing an interesting portfolio piece, making use of AI techniques in games. Yeah, and Alex Skinner actually did the module recently, and you did very well on it, didn't you, Alex? Do you want to talk a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, certainly. So with the AI module, I did a football AI simulation, where basically 2 teams of 11 players basically played against each other. If you imagine something like Football Manager, the way that basically when you're in game Football Manager, you just literally watch and let the AI play against each other. It's pretty much that. You could literally sit there and just watch them try and score goals terribly. The mental level is about 5 years old in terms of the aptitudes for the sport, but it does work. And it did get me a good grade. So yeah, it was very interesting module. Very there's a lot of stuff in there which is very useful going forwards. Yeah, it was one of my favorite modules so far.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for that, Alex. So yeah, it's the best module, so everyone should pick that one in their final year. And the other module, Matt runs this one, so console programming resolution. Or really, it's more about specialist programming skills, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's more of that end of it is with an eye towards working with non-PC hardware, but it's become very flexible now. So it's again like you argue for and kind of research the thing you want to do. What's your jam? You kind of argue whether it's appropriate for that kind of like working with hardware context. But then it's your investigative, very specialist project. And it's ranged from, I've had people do like typical like stuff with like PlayStations. We've had people do GBA stuff as well. But then we've had like people buy Raspberry Pis and make like a machine learning kind of like Pictionary app thing. And we've had one year someone built an arcade cabinet. So it's a huge range depending on what you want to do specifically. You can kind of twist it into whatever you need it to be. Mainly so then it can give people space to think about, because it's in the second teaching block and it's very close to where you'll be looking for jobs. So like it's very much giving you the space to kind of like figure out what you need to help you get that job.
There's a ship in front of us.
In fact, I think this week we've just got someone that's managed to get a job at Stainless as well, which is something we talked about in Copra and consoles. So like it's very much giving the space to think about that.
Is that a ship? Sorry.
Always there's a player ship.
Yeah. But yeah, thanks for that, Matt. So yeah, there's that specialist programming skills module, and I think, like Matt said, there's all sorts you can make in that module, and it's kind of about you to develop those skills.
We've got some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like VR as well. There's a lot of interest in AR this year. We've got someone doing like an AR card game, and they've got it so they've got physical cards and they can use the mobile to kind of like look at the cards and it will create like, and they've got animations to like fight each other and stuff. Crazy stuff.
Wow,
I know.
They're making Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh,
they are.
that's amazing. Oh, that sounds great.
That's Ali as well.
Yeah.
So you like him?
Yeah. No, that's great. That's good stuff. But yeah, awesome. So, and then there's the art side of the course. So there's the specialist graphic skills module. So that one's all about developing technical art skills. Yeah. So technical artists are essentially a mix of programmer and artist. Yeah. And as you can guess, that is pretty hard to develop both skills. Yeah. And as a result, technical artists are paid quite well in the industry, and they're very sought after. Yeah. So if it's something you want to do, then you know, go for it and develop those skills, because it's very valued in the industry.
So even as an artist, it's handy to know, and that's what it focuses on, is the graphics pipeline, how you go from data, like lists of vertices and locations, to a image on a 2D screen. So it's going through the whole pipeline and kind of every step of that process, and how we do lighting and how normal maps work and stuff like that. So even as an artist, it's handy to know what's going on under the lovely UI of something like Maya or 3ds Max. So it's kind of, even for artists, it's got a really useful kind of purpose to it. But yeah, it's really helpful to technical artists. Are we actually trying to kill these guys?
Oh yeah, we're just low-key sinking this boat while you chat.
Yep. So
They're even in
a
there.
brief intermission while we
They're not even in there. We're being
done.
real
They've sunk.
mean.
That was it.
They're clearly just on that island chilling out.
Yeah, but they've got a flag that I want, so I'm having it.
Of course, the flag.
Wow.
we
That
are
was
pirates.
cutthroat. That was hardcore. See, look, we can win
Oh look,
fights.
panicking and they're coming to us. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, you can shoot
It's,
them. I'm good at shooting.
what's that saying in Pirates of the Caribbean? Take everything and give nothing back. No, take what you can, give nothing back. Yeah, that's it.
I like that.
Gonna have to kill them though. There are lots of them. Well, 4 of them.
What was that thing? These have to be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's also very apt right now. Whoa! Okay, that's their boat. Okay,
Yeah.
freak me out.
That boat is just. It's really hard to hit moving targets far away.
Correct.
Ooh, I hit him.
Oh, you did. Well done. He's dead. Oh, I think Alex died as well.
I've killed one of them. No, I've killed one of them and I've hurt another.
You need to make sure they don't hide that flag, because that's really irritating when people do that. Got to find it.
Oh, I couldn't land a second shot.
Are you dead as well, Liam?
I've just come back. Why is it so dark on our boat?
I turned off.
Oh, I hit him! I'm getting good at this.
I've lost them.
Yeah, I think they've reached the merman that sends them back to their ship.
Yeah. Okay, I think they're all gone.
I think they're gone. See, we can win fights when they don't fight back. It's easy.
Yeah. That was easy.
We own those noobs.
Yeah.
Scrubs.
Is there anything for us to pick up? Or...
Still
I did
got a
see some
mermaid,
glowy.
so they're definitely not dead.
Okay.
Um,
Oh
Do you
yes,
reckon they're coming
I
here?
see one. I see one.
Whereabouts?
Oh no, that's a shark. Never mind. There's 2 sharks. There's one on your ass, Liam. No, Alex. Sorry.
That's Alex. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh, the shark has just attacked me. They're on the island. I can see them. They are still alive. We gotta work. Here they come.
Don't see them.
Oh, he killed me.
How can I see them, Captain?
Yeah, I can't see them. What's there no much point though? They should just, surrender.
Well, they've still got a bit of loot. I think they're trying to turn in.
The shark's killing them.
So I think I shot that shark. I can't see a thing that's happening.
Same. All right, let's see what we were talking about. Technical artists, right?
Only
Yeah.
scrubs.
Yeah. Owning scrubs and technical arts is good. So if you want to do that, do it. Okay, so the next module is it's all about creating worlds. The module's called Create Worlds. So once again, you're in your final year. You want to develop some really good portfolio pieces, and Create Worlds is all about creating a really pretty, interesting world. Yeah, and developing that portfolio piece. And some of the things that I've seen in that module,
Crazy.
the students have produced are like crazy good. How good they look. So once again, it's all about developing the skills that you need to get a job in the industry.
Yeah, it's like the art side of Copra, to be honest, of
Yeah.
console programming. That one ranges quite a lot as well, though. So it doesn't have to be 3D art. I've seen people do concept art for that. So as long as you can convey that there is a fictional world there, I think that's the gist of the module. But really, it's just like, pick your specialism. What do you want to do as a job, and then make a portfolio piece to show you can do it. Really flexible module built around developing you.
Yep. Awesome. And then on the art pathway, you've also got the motion capture. So that one's all about working in. Yeah, it's all about working in motion capture. So you doing stuff with motion capture software, motion capture studio, and just developing those skills. And
That's more and more relevant these days as well. That's
Yeah.
becoming high in demand, like even outside of games.
Yep.
So it's, as an artist, it's generally quite useful to get that under your belt because it is a bonus. Not all unis really have a motion capture suite, so we're quite lucky in that sense as well.
Yes.
And we're getting more now. We're getting another one and a bigger one.
Yeah, we're getting loads of new kit with the CCI XR stuff. We're getting loads of pretty toys, is what we call them, to play with.
I've literally seen it on Twitter and I retweeted it saying I can't wait to play with all of this.
Yeah. So if you do want to learn more about it, I don't know. We have a page somewhere about it, don't we? Like a video.
Oh, CCXR. Yeah.
If you can find it, could you share the link in chat, maybe? So
I think where it would be. Oh, it was on Facebook, wasn't it? Yeah, I'll find that.
But yeah, we got loads of pretty toys coming in that all the staff and students can play with. Yeah. I say play, but develop on and make things with. But that's kind of playing for us. Yeah.
It's our jam, isn't it? It's what we love doing. So
so that's the art side of things, and then there's the more psychology and research focused areas. So do you want to talk about those two modules, Matt?
I was just finding the link. I think I found it.
Okay. Yeah.
There's Pippa.
Awesome.
I literally just get to the point where it just says, "This kit is so expensive."
So expensive! Wow.
So expensive, bloody hell.
Much expense.
I've lost my tab now. Hang on. Move that. There it is. I found it again. There we go. It's a big link. I'll get the short link. I can do that, can't I?
Yep. Okay, while you're doing that, I'll talk about the RIGPA and glumps then. So in the final year, so all the modules we talked about so far, like modules that would generally work individually. Yeah. In some of those modules, you may work in a group, but generally it's individual projects. So in the final year, you'll do two modules. One module if you're on Games Tech, and another one if you're on Games Enterprise. On Games Tech, you do RIGPA, where it's a group project with a real client. Yeah, so a real client could be a client from Rare Game Studio. We've had Rare as a client this year, where you're making something for them, but generally we work for all sorts of real-world clients, like the Navy, the military, all sorts, making all sorts of things. And you are put into groups with other students, and you make the thing for the client. Yeah. So yeah, it's the big project in the final year.
It's a real-world application. It's really, like, again, for your CVs, like saying you've worked on an actual client project with real human beings outside of the university. It's very important. Like, they love that. So we're trying to embed that a lot more as well. So that module is key, really.
Yep. And then on the Computer Games Enterprise course, you'll do a module called GLUMPS, or Group Leadership, Management and Production, which is all about managing the teams working for the clients. Yeah. So essentially you're a producer for the team. And Alex Skinner, you're a producer for a team, and Alex Stevens here as well is on RIGPA, so you're managing that team. So you both can talk a little bit about that. What does it entail?
Alex, do you want to cover your side of things first, or do you want me to cover the producer side first?
You can do the producer side first, and then I'll explain afterwards, because I think the producer side would make my side sound a bit more sensible.
That's fine. So I essentially manage a team of 4 students in creating a training simulator for the Royal Navy. I basically manage all things from their production schedule through to what work gets done, scheduled to be done per week, and getting basically ensuring that the deadlines set to us by our third-party client are met. It's a little bit like herding cats. But it is fun work. It is Alex's job more so to make the stuff which we are doing for the client, and my job to sit back and ensure that it's all going to plan with the correct scheduling and the right priorities being put on each individual part. But yeah, I'll let Alex talk about the Rigpa side of things.
Yeah, so pretty much in final year, you'll get put in a group of like-minded individuals by TED. Usually it's done based on your skills, so you have a more balanced team. For example, I do designing and coding. Another person on our team does pure coding, and another does art and design, and the other is a pure 3D modeling artist. And so we're quite a well balanced team. What we do is we make a product for a client, or some of them are for people in the university, aren't they? But half of them are for actual clients in the real world. Like we work with Babcock and the Navy, and what we do is pretty much you just make an application for them. What they ask for is what we do, and there are certain deadlines that you have to meet along the way, and you have to do some reflective reports and writing. It's not that much.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for that, Alexis. That was great. Yeah, awesome.
No, it's just the one Alex, remember? Thank you, the one singular Alex.
You're welcome. The hive mind welcomes that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the group project in the final year. Then there's game psychology and research, which you can also pick. So now that you've shared that link, Matt, thanks for that. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I think the first one is, I think it's research first and then psychology. Pete, are you still there? Am I wrong? Either way, it doesn't really matter. Games research is similar to that kind of defined games in the first year. It's looking at games with a critical eye, kind of looking at various approaches to doing academic research and scholarship in our field of kind of games research. And kind of there is benefit towards designers about being able to inform yourself and being able to kind of like find reliable sources and knowing how to kind of determine reliability and that kind of jam. But it's more of very much more the academic end of the field, looking at kind of maybe you want to do a master's or maybe you want to do further if you're insane a PhD. You don't want to do that. So that's kind of the very much academic side with an exam and everything. And then psychology for game designers, CIDR, is looking at various kind of contemporary perspectives in psychology. So it could be cognitive, it could be social psychology, Pete, as well as behavioral and constructivist. I think he's changed it. I think those are the ones I think are in there. So all different ways of looking at it. So not just kind of like thinking about how do players think when they are playing your game, but also kind of how do players engage with the culture of games or kind of engage as a society, kind of thinking about the various ways you can understand games from a psychological perspective. So you look at all sorts of aspects of that with a gear towards improving your kind of understanding of player psychology as a designer. So it's very much the kind of the design-ish pathway. Is that good, Pete? Does that make you happy? Pete's still here as well. Why aren't you doing your job? You're still sitting here shaming me. Super happy.
Great. So that's, I think, everything in the final year. So in the final year, you've potentially made 3 games, but, maybe more. So throughout all the years, remember, we've been saying you've been making a few games here, a few games there. In your final year, you should hopefully have made a bunch of games that you can just put on your portfolio ready for you to get a job in the industry. Yeah, after you graduate. So awesome. So let's talk a little bit about the staff now. So we have 15 now.
I think it's more now. I don't know where we're at.
I don't know. We've got a lot of dedicated staff, and we are amazing. Yeah, we're so good at our jobs.
The most humble.
Yeah, we're so humble as well.
Another playership.
What was that? Oh, is it another playership?
Do we take out this one?
That's exactly what we're doing.
Okay.
Liam's on a roll today, and
Prey
it's
on the
kind of
weak.
scary.
We really are pirates, aren't we?
I suppose it is a pirate game. I suppose we're obliged to go and shoot at them.
Take
Not
what
like
you
we-
can, give
Not
nothing
like we're
back.
doing anything else.
Whoops.
May as well.
I fell off.
Well, we
Okay,
are doing.
Okay, I'll board them.
Oh, you've already jumped off.
Yeah, I fell off.
Fell off. Well, right here, you could just. No, it's too late. Bye.
Yeah.
Noob.
But yeah, we are
That's clearly a new playership. There's no
Not
safe.
necessarily.
Okay.
And
But
also, I don't
we
care.
have lots of dedicated staff, and a lot of us have worked in the games industry. So we're not just computer scientists, but we know what we're doing. We make games. Yeah, I've actually released a game onto Steam last year. Matt loves to talk about my game as well, don't you, Matt?
Your game? Yeah, it's all right. It's it was made in Unity, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's somewhat fun. Could be
Is
better.
that tower defense one?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
That little Unity.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I like that. I played it on
Yeah.
the super difficult mode.
Oh, nice.
It's
Awesome.
very
You had
difficult.
fun in it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
No,
I
it
feel
is-
bad
it
because
is
they're
very-
just here for chickens.
Is that all they're here for?
That's all they're doing.
You can see them on the.
Funny.
They're trying to
Shall we
shoot.
leave them to their fate, or should we fix their ship?
Well,
No,
they've shot at us now,
they
so
can definitely die.
Yeah, it's fair game now.
yeah.
I'm gonna go kill him. Deserves it.
Yeah, we make games. It's what we actually care about.
Yep.
We're not jumping on the bandwagon. We are developers. We all make games. I'm like my own students. This guy here, Alex Skinner. What is it you call me?
The British Hideo Kojima.
That's not the word you use.
Nah, it's not the word I use. It's a synonym for it, though.
Oh,
This is my ship.
that's
now.
mean against all British people. But yeah. So yeah, we make games. That's what we do. Even the kind of academics amongst us, like Pete and I, like we make weird games. It's just what we care about. So obviously we want to bring that to you guys. It's everything that we're all about, really. It's making cool stuff. It's definitely not, computer scientists jumping
Sunk
on
the
that.
ship already.
Have we killed the man?
Yeah,
Yeah, the man is dead.
Are there more mans? Mormons. So as I said that, I realized it sounded like I said Mormons.
We'll take over the ship, but it's
But yeah, so yeah, we've got lots of excellent staff with lots of game industry experience, and we have strong industry links. So we kind of mentioned this earlier, right? Where we have industry links with Rare, with Stainless Games, Codemasters, Jarget,
It's
Chinese
everywhere
Room.
at this point. They're everywhere.
Yeah,
'cause-
we've got like you could probably mention a random games company, and we probably have a previous student there.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's just even globally. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Apparently, someone mentioned the
Yeah,
other day
that's
we've got
insane.
people at was it Naughty Dog. Someone said. I want to say someone said we've got someone at Naughty Dog. I'm not sure if that's. Can't
Yeah.
remember. Definitely in the UK, but I think even outside now we're kind of getting out there. Just because when our students graduate, sometimes they like us. A lot of the time they quite like some of us. Maybe not Jay. They don't like him. But they like me, and they don't like Pete. And they don't like Gavin. They like me. They don't like anyone else because I'm the best one. But generally, when they leave, they want to keep in touch, and we do. And so like, we've got connections everywhere at this point. Like, as I said, I was talking to like someone at Cloud Imperium the other day. We've still talked to people at Rare quite often. They're very close to us. Liam's good friends with the guy that went off to work at. I keep forgetting where he ended up working at.
Creative Assembly.
Creative Assembly, yeah. It came back to me just as you said that. Yeah.
One at Square Enix as well, the London one.
Oh, lovely.
Nice. See, like we've got people at Ubisoft now as well.
Yeah, I was going to say
See, now
Lewis.
they've been there forever. Like it's just
Yeah, Lewis is in
Don't we have
Ubisoft
Star Citizen
Canada.
people?
that's Cloud Imperium.
I don't know the name of them. I just
Cloud
know Star
Imperium.
Citizen.
It's Cloud Imperium. It's Cloud Imperium.
Yeah.
We had a few people there, and then some of them left, and now they're at Frontier. I think it's really interesting. So we've got a few people at Frontier as well, just everywhere, because like we keep in touch with our alumni, and like they, like just the other day I was talking to this Cloud Imperium guy. I'm saying, is there anything that we're missing at the moment? Is there anything that we should be maybe doing on our course that we've forgotten? And quite nicely, in fact, he's like, not really. You've got it covered. I was like, yay. So just to give you some more confidence that we know what we're doing.
And,
you're back.
So some of these things we've mentioned before, but we've got industry links. Like I said, we're Tiger accredited, right? So they're the Independent Games Association for the UK, and they've accredited our course. So that basically means our course is doing the job it needs to do to help you get a job in the games industry. Yeah.
So there's a whole process to make sure
Yeah.
we know what we're doing.
Yep. And I think recently we got re-accredited, so
Yep.
we still know what we're doing.
And we were once again nominated. We won once when it
Yep.
first started, and now
Yep.
I think technically the rule is we can't win Best Educational Institute for a little while now.
Yeah.
But I think it's our turn soon.
Yep.
Better be. But every year we're nominated,
Mm.
and I think there's only a few people that get nominated every year at least. So we're doing good.
Yeah, and we were the first. Did you
I
mention
think we were the first to win.
Yeah, we were the first educational institution to win an award from them for being the best educational institution. So that means we are the best. Yeah.
And we were one of the first to get accredited in the first place as well.
Yeah.
And Mark Isles, who's now retired, but he was kind of part of building that up in the first place as well. So we've still got quite a relationship with Tiger.
Yeah.
So that's ongoing. Like Richard Wilson and I forget the new Mark's name, Charlie. Get mixed up with someone else. It's well confusing. Pete will know. Pete's been speaking with him. So yeah, we are friends with Tiger, and they love us quite rightly.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got loads of strong industry links and that. We've also got excellent facilities and resources, which we've already kind of talked about throughout.
And even better now as well.
Yeah, so with the link Matt shared earlier, the CCI XR, we're getting loads of new kit and resources, but we already had loads. Like, we had the VR lab with lots of cool kit in there, the mocap, the PS4s, and we just keep getting more and more as the industry develops. Yeah.
We are keen to keep ourselves up to date and relevant. So, like, the second a new thing comes out, it's like, we want one of them.
Yep.
We even had, like, Magic Leaps for a bit. And all the, with the CCI XR thing, we're getting some bonkers stuff, some really cool VR stuff, like really top of the line stuff. I was amazed even exists.
Yes,
right, carry on.
And the course has a strong emphasis on employment. So you're going to learn all the skills and technologies required to make games today. Yeah, so you'll work with Unity, C++, Unreal Engine, Substance, Photoshop, 3ds Max, the lot. Yeah, you're going to work with everything needed to work in the games industry. We don't always explicitly teach all those things, because a lot of these tools and software and technologies will already have loads of tutorials and resources online. So there's not much point for us to teach you everything. Yeah, we instead teach you how to learn. Yeah, as part of the course. So regardless of how the industry changes, because a new technology might come out in the future, like
all the time.
Yeah,
everybody month at this rate.
yeah. So we more focus on for you to learn how to learn. Yeah, so it's not about learning just the skills that are relevant now. It's learning how to learn whatever new skills you'll need.
Like if we teach you Unreal. Like if we teach you Unreal 4, then in a few months' time, Unreal 5 is going to come out, and it'll be quite different. And suddenly that's wasted. So instead, it's trying to build those foundational skills that can build up your confidence as well to turn your eye to whatever you need to, and have the confidence to do that in the first place.
Yeah.
And
like I said earlier, you'll be making lots of games throughout the course, which is great. You're going to put them on your portfolio, and that's going to help you get a job. Yeah, because when it comes to getting a job in the games industry, you need a solid portfolio. Like, I know in a lot of other industries, you just do a CV, an interview, and that's it. But for the games industry, you need a portfolio. Otherwise, you're not going to get your foot in the door. So you make games from day one of the course. Yeah, so you can develop that portfolio. And also, at the university, every year we run a game jam. So a game jam is an event where you make games in a really short amount of time. So usually game jams are like 48 hours over the weekend, but our game jam is across the week, Monday to Friday, 9 till 5 each day, to simulate real-world working hours. Yeah, and the game jam itself is great. We normally have about 100 people participate, students and people from industry. Yeah, and in a lot of scenarios, the game jam themselves result in people getting jobs. Yeah, because we have loads of people from industry come in on the last day and look at all the cool games that have been made. And it's just great fun. Yeah, Sneaky Ninja and Emma are hyping it up. Yeah, game jam is great.
Hype it.
Yeah. it's good stuff. So yeah, we run that every year. Last year we ran it virtually because of COVID, and we'll most likely be running it virtually again this year because things are still up in the air. But hopefully from next year onwards we start going back to the physical game jam, and we will get lunches. That's the best part of game
That's
jam.
your main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like those lunches.
Yeah, the lunches are great.
There's also game jam, you know.
Yeah, we make games and we eat food.
Second
Be fair,
day,
like,
food comes
My
in.
interest
Things
is
we do
picking
best.
lunches.
Yeah.
Interest is what?
I want the lunches.
It is,
I didn't
it
get to go to game jam.
is quite good.
Can't get any
Try again
virtual
next year.
lunches.
Yeah. Make
And the
games, eat
t-shirt,
food.
yeah, Ricky's
Right.
right. The t-shirt as well. You get.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Every
I ran it today.
we have another member of staff, Clifford Phillips, designed some really cool t-shirt designs. Following, I think, the Chinese New Year, so it's like related to that.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a secret, wasn't it?
Is it?
I thought that.
Is
I
it?
remember talking to Clifford. He's like, "Oh no, you have to guess. You have to like figure it out."
Oh.
I
Okay.
think maybe someone
My
did figure it
bad.
out and tell them.
No one heard that from me. Yeah. You didn't hear that from me. I didn't
Maybe
realize
that's common
it was-
knowledge now. It used to
Yeah.
be like a kind
Yeah.
of hidden little. It was like a sneaky little thing they did.
Yeah.
It was quite nice.
So yeah, I mean, the course, like I said, really strong emphasis on employment. Everything we do is helping you to get prepared to be employed into the games industry. Yeah. And it's not all about making and playing games. Yeah. We also have some focus, like in the final year, where you do like games research and game psychology, you know, the more research and serious applications of games as well. Like, I worked on a project that unfortunately I can't talk about too much because I'm under NDA, but it was so cool. We used games tech and worked for the military to make a really cool project using Unity engine and VR. That's all I can say. I can't
Anyone
say
can
anymore.
say that, can't they?
Yeah, but
I worked on an NDA project. We cured cancer.
yeah. So yeah, we do lots of cool and interesting things. It's not just about making games for fun. There's also the serious application of games technology as well. Yeah. So you'll learn the skills needed to do that as well. And we've had students in the past go off and work in industries like not in the games industry, in another industry, doing stuff like that. Yeah, so transferable skills. Goods.
I always like to talk about Mandalorian and how like even like film is using like Unreal and like VR tech to kind of like film in virtual reality, so they can like in real time have backdrops of like Mandalorian is like Star Wars backdrops and stuff. So it's like more and more in demand that as well. Like so, yeah, we are high in demand as kind of like skill sets go.
I like Emma's comment. Wonder how long Matt would take to talk
Yeah.
about Mandalorian.
This is a good bloody example.
Yeah.
Give me some credit.
No, Mandalorian's great. So
Also, it's just good. Everyone should go watch it. It's
Yeah.
brilliant. We're not even
Yeah.
sponsored.
yeah,
We should be.
yeah. Disney should sponsor our stream.
Just me.
So we've got a dedicated student support system. So we've got creative skills tutors, which help you with the soft skills, so software skills. So let's say you're struggling with Photoshop or 3ds Max or Visual Studio. We've got dedicated tutors that can give you one-to-one support on that. Yeah, we've also got academic skills tutors. So let's say you're fine with the software, it's more the report writing and referencing you're struggling with. Yeah, we've got dedicated staff to help you with that too. And then there's also the student pastoral support as well. So, you know, at the end of the day, we're all human. Yeah, we all have our own personal issues. Yeah, that might not be academic or creative. Yeah, we might have mental health problems or whatnot. So the university has dedicated support teams available that can help you with that too and give you impartial advice. Yeah, so we've got all the support systems at the uni. Yeah, and if you need the support, talk to us and we'll, you know, point you towards them. Yeah. So that's the dedicated support team. I think we're close to the end. So let's talk about our employment statistics. So this is a little bit outdated. We haven't got the latest statistics because of COVID. So this is about a year ago. These are what the stats were. So our graduates, 95% of them, of our graduates end up employed. Yeah, the other 5%, we don't know what they're doing, but 95% have been employed. And of that 95%, 90% of them are in professional or managerial roles. So actually making games or stuff related with games. Yeah. So that's good. We've got really high employment rate. And like we said earlier, a very high proportion of them are working in the games industry. Of that 90%, of that 90% of the 95%, 60% are working in games and related industries. Yeah, so do some quick maths in your head to work out how much that actually is. Yeah, it's really easy actually. You just multiply the 90 with the 95 with the 90, and then with the 60 and chop done. Yeah, easy peasy maths. So really, a lot of our students are working in the games industry, like we mentioned earlier. Yep, and yeah, like we also mentioned this earlier, we're award-winning. We won the very first Tiger Best Educational Institution, and we've been runner-up finalists in all the following years. Yeah, and we're sure to win again soon. Like we said earlier, we can't win them all. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair. There's a player ship to the left. Oh, you're already
might be the same ones. He shot himself, and now I think they're about to start moving.
Yeah. But yeah, we're award-winning, so we're the best. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. So if there's, hopefully we haven't bored you to death. Yeah. And there's still some applicants in the chat.
We did kill some pirates while that's exciting.
Yeah, and we got killed as well.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't see that. We just cut that out of the recording. Like it never happened.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But yeah, so if there's any applicants left in the chat, feel free to ask away any questions in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer. Yeah.
This is my ship now.
Have you nicked it?
Yeah.
You know they could just spawn on that though, so we.
I want to go on there. Where?
Hold on, I've lowered anchor. Get on.
Yeah, drop anchor. Let me borrow their boat as well.
We have claimed this vessel for the University of Portsmouth.
Yeah, the fleet crows.
Yeah. The UOP fleet. So a question from Skixels. I don't know how you pronounce that. Yeah.
Skulls, but with an X, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, we got holes. Let me.
Skills with an X.
So you've been playing games for the majority of your life. You're extremely interested in games. Is this essentially the perfect course for me? Yes, maybe.
Kind of. Making games is not the same as playing them. So don't assume that just because it's fun to play them, that it's the same kind of fun. Like I still think it's massively brilliant, and I love playing and making games. But they're different kinds of fun, and just don't assume that it will definitely be the same kind of fun. But if you have an interest in games, then a lot of the time there is therefore an interest in making games. So as long as that interest is there, and you're curious about how do people put these lovely, wonderful things together, then yes.
There have been some scenarios where people who loved playing games, once they started learning how to make games, they got sick of playing games as a result. There have been some examples of that. But for me personally, learning how to make games has just made me love it even more, to be fair.
Like it just changes how you appreciate them. Like you realise the amount of work done on very tiny things.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
like for this game in particular, like Matt and I went up to Rare Game Studio previously, and then I sat with one of the engine programmers, and he showed me how they developed the wave physics for the game, and it was just amazing to look at that. And now we're playing this game. And so
they're firing at us now.
Oh, who's firing?
The skeleton towers.
Is it Skeleton Tower, or is that the players that have taken the cannon over?
Nah, that's
where is the
skeletons?
Skeletal. But yeah. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Skills.
Just like, hopefully, yes, your like of games will help you like making them. But it's never a guarantee. Like, it's a very different. Well, they're similar, but generally very different. Another question from Hui.
Yep.
I'm interested in the business side of the industry since I don't have the intelligence or attention span to make games. Don't doubt yourself like that. Don't pigeonhole yourself. You can make games. So I'd say if you're similar to me, look into something like social media, community management, marketing, or even games journalism. Those are options too. We do have, Alex Skinner here Oh, you so happen to be okay at making things, though, aren't you, Alex?
You're
right.
The opposite to the rule, apparently.
It's not a rule,
Yeah.
but I've had friends that weren't very good at making stuff, but were very good at telling other people to do it, and they've gone on to be producers. So that's just the pattern I've realised, but that's not necessary. I think a good producer should have an understanding of like how games are made, as most do, obviously. So yeah, like you don't have to be good at the technical side. There are other things you can do around the industry. It doesn't have to be the programming or the art specifically.
Yeah, and if it is that side of the games you're more interested in, then I mean, the computer games enterprise course sounds kind of ideal for you, almost, because you do a lot of that marketing, community management.
Some social media stuff with Lena.
There's a guy on our boat, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, look right there.
You should probably kill him because we've got his boat.
If he's not going to kill you, there's no need to kill him.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a minute. I've just seen a brig. We're going to go steal
We've
that.
idea.
got a crewmate join us.
Got a better idea.
You lost 2 to 1 small ship, and now you've gained 1.
But we're going to go get another ship. So
I'm going to try and get him to join us.
How do you chat in the game?
T.
Howdy.
He's
friend.
dancing. Hey.
I think that's group chat, though. I don't know if you can read that.
I'm pretty sure it's like if you're close enough. I'm pretty sure it counts. If not, you can always get your megaphone out and just shout at him.
Enterprise course is one of my top choices. Yeah, come join us.
Where's this brig?
Yes.
As you can see, we are a barrel of laughs. Yeah, because barrel and it's a pirate game. I'm very funny. And yeah, that's Noodle that's you, Alex, isn't it?
I am offering a piece of wood as a gesture of peace.
With
Yes,
some very
Noodle has
stoic
something.
So
music.
we took his entire ship of wood, and now you're giving him a single piece.
We might even be accidentally sinking it because we're sailing over to steal another boat now with this boat.
I think we've got his boat, haven't we?
Yeah, but we're using it to go and acquisition another boat.
We are going to have a fleet.
With boat jumpers.
But yeah, if there's
might
any
not
other
let us.
questions from anyone, feel free to type in chat.
Keen
Will
says
be-
typing in chat is taught in week 2 of Sea of Thieves. CT6 SOT.
Yeah.
It has to be. Well, we don't even do those shortcodes anymore, do we? That's technically not a thing now. So it would be like a U code or an M code now. They're not even U codes.
Yeah.
Too much has changed. Don't like it. It would be like 4. Toga is 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it'd be 4 letters. Yeah. So it'd be SOTH or SEOT. Usually we try and make funny words out of them.
Yep.
Like Pete managed to get cider. That's genius. I don't think anyone else will ever be able to reach that level of genius. There we go. A compliment for you, Pete. That's unusual. Frog milk.
Right, let's go acquisition this boat.
I'm glad we have covered our bases.
Great.
Was it Frog Milk that mentioned they've looked at Portsmouth because of industry recommendation as well? Someone said that. I was curious about that because that sounds brilliant.
Oh, they're not friendly.
Is he not?
Who was it?
He's saying, let's set sail. Are you sure he's not friendly? Oh, you mean the guys you're attacking?
Yeah,
Oh, was he?
okay.
I find
We
it
have
funny how
acquisition.
you've just taken his boat and he's just chilling on ours.
Well,
Yeah.
we've just killed this boat, so we're going to bring it back. So we got 2 boats now.
Raising the anchor. We've made a friend. Yeah, Frog, who recommended us?
Alright, so if you steer this boat, I'll steer the other one.
Yeah,
We've got a fleet now.
yeah. My boat's a 3-man boat though, so I got a feeling when they come back, I'm screwed.
Industry recognition for Portsmouth is also how I discovered the course. Yeah, industry recognition. I'm intrigued by that. Because I know, like, generally, like, even, I think, was it developed a couple of years ago? I spoke to Frontier, and they'd literally just hired one of our students. And so when I mentioned, because at some point, Jay,
the small boat was
hopefully we're
sinking.
going to go visit them.
Oh, I'm dead.
Because I said, oh, it would be great if we could, come and visit. I love Frontier. And they're like, oh, it'd be great, like, who are you with? I was like, oh, Portsmouth. And they're like, oh, we've just hired one of you. One of your students. It's like, oh, really? And they're like, oh, yeah. Like, and apparently they don't usually hire games students. They usually hire computer scientists. But that particular student was very good. But it shows that we can, we can hit that level. We can do the computer scientist level on a games course. It shows we're doing something right, all things right, as demonstrated by all of our recognition and our awards. And as Jay says, we are brilliant.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so I know Frontier
So
seem to be a fan of us. That's quite good. As are, obviously a bunch of others. But that was the one I take pride in, because they were like, we very rarely hire from games courses, but we'll hire from you. I was like, yeah. Teachers of college, says that to you guys. Oh, excellent. Majority employees are from Portsmouth Uni. That's excellent. Which ones did you look at out of curiosity? Because I see it all the time, but I'm not sure it's because, like, on LinkedIn, I'm, Portsmouth University, so it leans towards showing me that. But yeah. That's excellent. What college do you go to as well, out of curiosity? Is it Fareham by any chance? Bossa. Yeah, we've got a few over there.
Nice. So yeah, is there any other questions in the chat from anyone?
Fair dues. Oh, that's nice to know. Well, say hi to them for us. That's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
I like that. It just shows that we do know what we're doing. I like that. We are proud. Proud developers. Is our new friend still here, by the way?
I get the feeling he just fell off the back of the boat.
No, I think he came down here, didn't he?
Probably got bored. I told him we're doing an applicant experience day, and that scared him off.
Well, we
Oh,
then told
really?
him that we lost his boat
Devastated
trying
when
to
he told him he
steal another boat. So.
Why is this scary music playing?
Meg.
That's why.
That's a Megalodon music, isn't it? Or something?
Yeah, it's a megalodon.
Can't believe we lost our second boat and our third boat.
I know. It's a tough life.
I missed.
Oh, I think I hit it. It's mad at us now.
Oh my.
Whoa!
Oh my.
Yeah, it's mad at us now.
So yeah, if there's any questions from anyone in chat, feel free to shout away. But otherwise, we're pretty much done, so you're free to go if you do need to leave. But we'll stay here for a few more minutes and...
Megalodon.
yeah.
What happens if we harpoon it?
We catch onto it, makes it easier to kill him, but he's
Ooh, let's
gone
do that.
underwater.
Oh, we see.
So yeah, for anyone that it does want to leave now, you're more than welcome to go. Thank you for joining us on the Sea of Thieves Applicant Experience Day. It's been a eventful voyage. And
Only sank once though.
yeah. And for anyone that is applying to the uni and starting next year, we, really look forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
join us, we're a better one.
Yeah.
Definitely come with us, we're cool. 2 top choices. Yeah, hopefully we see you around.
Yeah.
You too, Frog. Have fun in your online lesson.
Yep. Have a great day.
So we've got a question about placement year.
Yep.
Would it be something supported in, given links to kind of leads to a possible job? Yeah, we
Yes.
kind of mentioned this earlier. We have creative careers, and even just ourselves will support you in getting you an internship if that's something you want to do. We have connections in all sorts of places. There's no kind of limit on where you go really. And yeah, absolutely, that can lead into jobs. That's quite common. Not a guarantee. Oh, I just fell off. Oh, hang on. I don't want to get eaten by Megalodon. So it's been known that people that go and do internships then get offered jobs in the next year. We've had that in a few places quite recently. I think Sarah did that with Rare. I know that much. Didn't someone do that with Creative Assembly recently?
Jackson did.
Did he do a placement there though?
He didn't actually.
Yeah, exactly.
Weirdly, he didn't do one.
It just generally happened. I know. I've just been. Oh, he killed me. Just got eaten. It can lead to a job. Like generally, even if it doesn't lead you directly to the place you work at, having a year placement at an actual company is massively beneficial. Like the most difficult part about getting into the industry is that first job. A placement is that first job. You can say I've worked here for a year. So generally, it's very useful. Nothing's guaranteed, obviously, but like the placement can lead into a possible job. That's entirely plausible. We generally recommend, if you can, do something like that. It's really useful.
Yeah, like anecdotally speaking, the students that do placements tend to be the better ones in the final year. We've noticed.
They've had a bit of real world.
Yeah.
And then they do find it easier to find jobs as well because they've got that experience. So hopefully that answers your question. Gives you some confidence. We cover a lot of genres. If I wanted to develop a fantasy RPG, I'd eventually learn how to do that. Yeah, we don't teach you that kind of specific stuff. We give you the skill set to be able to make whatever you want. So if at some point in one of your modules you want to make a fantasy RPG, absolutely. You can do it in all of them if you really like them that much. Like in design games, I think people do that. So yeah, you can. The stuff I teach in design games, for example, is about approaches to certain pipelines for kind of like creating the level in the first place, like white boxing. But it's also kind of ways of thinking about how players interact or why people enjoy games. Things like game feel and like what people like about certain mechanics. So it's more broadly applicable stuff that you can then apply to your specific context in your project. So yeah, we'll support you in whatever projects you want to make, and we'll give you the kind of the fundamentals to do that. Does that make sense, Jay? Was that good?
Yeah. No, that sounds good. Yeah.
I know I ramble. I'm good at that. Very good at that.
Yeah. Matt is a professional rambler.
Yeah, that's what I'm training to do.
Yeah.
Pete would be proud, I think.
So the placement year is something you've been considering, but still not 100% sure on. Basically, you don't have to decide now. Yeah, you can decide once you're in the second year of the course. Yeah, that's probably the time where you need to make a decision, and we'll support you with that. And we're singing, by the way. I need some help.
Are you? I'm still in the dead place.
Yeah, we're doing a little sing.
Did we not get any physical stuff for killing the giant?
You do. You just got to be able to find it.
Is it still alive?
No, we killed it.
I'm by his corpse.
It should all swim up.
Have you repaired the holes yet?
I don't know, is someone repairing?
Oh, there it is.
Go in.
Okay, there's some stuff here at the back.
There's one there. I think we've got it.
There's a lot of stuff.
There's more on the other deck. Yeah, that's in the second year when you decide on placements.
Yeah, so not something you need to worry about now. But it's good that you're thinking about it already. That's good.
It's a good thing to aim to do. Like, it can be challenging because a lot of people want the internships, and there's obviously limited spaces. So it's good to be thinking about that now, so when it comes along, you're like there and you're ready.
Come get the chests, me boys. Where's the chests?
The back of the right. I'm just going to get the sails up so we can turn the boat around. Sail over there a bit.
Can we see them, Captain?
Aye.
Nay.
What?
Can he see them?
I can see them.
Can you where?
To the back of the right. Like the captain said.
Oh, I was looking on the back on the right. If you're looking at the back.
I see him, Captain PG.
That's back to... get it. Captain PG.
PG.
Peachy, Captain Peachy. That's a good pirate name. Captain Peachy.
There are sharks in the water.
We will shoot them.
Or would you prefer Captain Fetus?
No, Peachy. Yeah, we'll see you around, Skills.
Yep.
Skixels.
Yep. You have a great day too. But yeah, if there's any more questions, feel free to shout away. But you're more than welcome to leave if you need to go.